Hi friends, welcome to my channel. Today in this video, we are going to see about indexing, reverse indexing and slicing in list data type. We have seen the same concepts in strings also. So in previous video, we have seen the same concepts, indexing, reverse indexing and slicing in strings. Today we are going to see the same concepts in list. So in this example, I have taken a list with 7 elements. The list is called fruits. So here you can see I have taken my list with 7 elements. So indexing is nothing but forward indexing. That means from front. And like strings, list also follows zero based indexing. So what is zero based indexing? That means first element always starts with 0. So here the first element position is 0th position. Second element position is first position, first one, index 1. The third element will be index 2, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is called as indexing. That means from front to end. You can see here indexing. Nothing but forward index. 0 to 6. There are 7 elements from index 0 to 6. Index 0 to 6. What is reverse indexing? It starts from backwards. So indexing starts from front 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Reverse indexing starts from backwards. And by default, it starts from minus 1. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7. So this is reverse indexing. So let's see how we are going to access the elements. You can see here, the first print statement is going to print my entire list. Total list is going to be printed. Using indexing, I am going to print my element which is at index 0. Here is in this print statement, I am going to print element in index 0. So the syntax is list name fruits and in square brackets I am going to give my index number. So this will give the output apple. So in the second print statement, you can say I have used the reverse indexing. That means I am going to print which is element which is at my index minus 1. So again, syntax is list name in square brackets index minus 1. It's going to give the output grape. This is nothing but this is minus 1 and this is 0 here. So fruits of 0 will give me apple. Fruits of minus 1 will give me grape as output. Here you can see now I am going to print index minus 3 element. So again syntax fruits in square brackets minus 3. What will be the output? It's going to be minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. It's going to give the elderberry. So these are going to be the outputs for these 3 print statements. So in this we have seen indexing and reverse index. Next we are going to see what is slicing. Slicing is nothing but giving a part of sequence. It gives the output which is nothing but a part of sequence. Here the sequence is list. So in list slicing, it's going to be giving us the output which is nothing but a part of a list. So here you can see The first print statement is going to print first three elements. So fruits 3. This is nothing but by default fruits 0 to 3. If there is nothing given in this position, it automatically takes the first index, that is nothing but 0. And this is again just like strings, this follows start, stop, and step syntax. So start will be where you our indexing are starting. So where our slicing must stop. Here where our slicing index starts from, where our slicing index has to be stopped. Step means interval between the indexes. This is interval. The stop index is always excluded, just like in strings. So when I say 0 to 3, it means I'm going to print elements which are at 0, 1, and 2, but not 3, because 3 is excluded. Okay, start is included. So when I say 0 to 3 here, fruits 3 means fruits 0 to 3. That means this is going to be print the elements which are at 0, 1, and 2, but not 3. 3 is excluded. So the output will be a sublist will be given, which is a part of main list: apple, banana, and cherry. This is going to be the output of this print statement. Okay. So the main list is fruits. I have taken a part of the main list from 0 to 3. That is elements in a which are at index 0, 1, and 2. So this is called slicing. Okay. Again, in this you can see fruits 2 to 6. That means how many indexes are going to be print? 2, 3, 4, 5, but not 6, because 6 is excluded. Again, I am emphasizing it. The stop index is always excluded. Okay. So here the output will be cherry, date. So here again 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Elderberry and pig. This is going to be my output for this print state. 6 is excluded, so no grape. So it is going to start at 2. So starting at cherry. Okay. Again, we are going to see another print statement here. You can see -3. So here reverse indexing is going to be applied, because fruits -3. Reverse indexing is going to be applied. So here -3 to last. If nothing is given in this position, in the stop position, so it's going to take the last up to last element. Up to last element. So -3 here again. So -3 is in reverse indexing. What is the element? Here -1, -2, -3. So this is the -3 from here to last. So it's going to be output will be elderberry. berry, fig, grape. So this is going to be the output of my this statement, this print state. Okay, from -3 to last. So in start position, if there is nothing given, by default it's going to take 0. If in stop position, if there is nothing given, by default it's going to take up to last element. Okay. By default, if step is not given, it's going to take step as 1. Okay. So these are default elements. So default indexes, you can see. So again, we are going to see here another print statement. You can see here we have used a step function. I mean step index also. You can see here fruits 2. So here there is no nothing in stop position and nothing in start position. So there is nothing in start and nothing in stop position. So what is going to take by default? By default, start is going to take as index 0, and by default, stop position will be given as up to last element, up to last element. So here step is given as 2. You can see here step is given as 2. This is step. Okay. So what will be printing? It will be printing every second element. Every second element. If step is 3, what it will print? Every third element. Okay. If step is 2, that means it's going to print every second element in the list. If step is 3, then it's going to print every third element in the list. Okay. So here the output of the statement will be apple, cherry, elderberry, and grape. Okay. This is going to be the output of my this print statement. We are going to see how to reverse a list. Here you can see I have taken fruits -1. Here step -1 represents reverse order of a list. That means we have to iterate through reverse order. That means it has to be from -1 to first element. So here the output will be from -1 to first element. It's going to be from grape to apple. This will be the output here for this. Okay. So here the crucial part is step. If it is -1, that means we are going to tell the Python program you have to iterate in a reverse order. Okay. So this is how we implement reversing a list. We have seen the same in the strings also. It works in the same way in the strings also. So next we have a mixed list here. So I have taken a mixed list. In that the first element index 0 is a string hello. So when I want to access that string, mixed list of square brackets index number, this is going to give the output hello. If I want to access any character in the string, that is h. So here again strings have its own indexing 1, 2, 3, 4, to 4, 0 to 4. So if I want to access character H inside a string, which is inside a list, then it's going to be mixed list of 0. It's going to be hello. And H index value is again 0. So 0, 0. This is going to give the output of H. If I want to access O, so what's going to be mixed list? Index is hello index is 0 in the list. Here you can see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And O inside the string O index is again 4. Here you can see 4. So 0, 4. This is going to give me output O. If I want to access E, what is going to be mixed list? Hello index is 0. E index is 1. Now the output will be E. In this way, we can access a character inside a string which is inside a list. Okay. It's like double index. So if I want to access D, okay, in the world string, so what is going to be mixed list? First, it's going to be world index, index of the world. So it's going to be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to be 4. Again, the world itself is a string which has again its own indexing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. This is going to give me the output D, because we can also use reverse indexing here. It can also be written as mixed list. Here, world is the last element in the list, in the mixed list. So it's going to be -1. Again, D is also last element inside this string. So it's going to be again -1. So this is also giving me the output same D. So these both representing in indexing and reverse indexing, but the output is same. Okay. The difference is here I am using just normal indexing. In this I have using reverse index. That's all. Okay. But the output is for both statements is same. That is D. Okay. Next, you can see I have taken again another element which is nothing but a list inside a list. Here you can see here. So 10, 20 is a sub list inside a mixed list. If I want to access 10, again, this list also have its own indexing 0 and 1. So it's going to be mixed list. Mixed list. What is the index of this whole list sub list? 3. And the sub list index of for 10 is 0. This is going to give me output 10. If I want to access 20, it's going to be mixed list of 3 of 1. This is going to give me the output 20. Okay. So this is how we access elements inside a sublist. Next, we are going to see 2D lists. So here I have taken the 2D list, that is the list of lists in the form of rows and columns. Okay, you can see this is my first row, this is my second row, and this is my third row. This is my first column, second column, third column. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3. First row. Second row is ABC, true, 10.5. This is my second row. Third row is 7, 8, 9. This is my third row. Okay. So I am taking in the form of rows and columns. You can see here when accessing the second element of the first row, that means 2. So it's going to take a matrix. First row is 0. This is second column, that is mean 1. So this will give me the output 2. If I want to access 3, it's going to be 0 of 2. Output will be 3. Right? If I am going to access last element in the last list sublist, so it's going to be -1, -1. That means -1. The first -1 is for the whole sublist. That means 7, 8, 9. The second -1 is inside the sublist. That is 1, 9. So the output will be 9. So again, here you can see I am taking each sublist as a row and each element in the sublist as a column. You can see here. So if I want to access a complete row, it's going to be matrix of 0 will give me the complete row. 1, 2, 3. Matrix of 1 will give me a complete row, second row. ABC through 10.5. Right? Okay. Here in this print statement, I am going to print my second column in all rows. That means this column. So I want to print this column in all rows. So what will be? I am going to use for loop. Okay. So let us see how it is going to be work. So I am going to take row of this is index 1 in all rows. So row of 1. Here row is nothing but for row in matrix. So what this statement does, it's going to take row value in each element as each element in the matrix. That means in the first iteration, row is equals to, let me clear this. So I'm going to take as row of 1 per row in matrix. So in the first iteration, row will be 1, 2, 3. So it's going to row is going to take each element inside the matrix as its value. So here the first element is 1, 2, 3 sublist. So it's going to take in the first iteration row as the first sublist. And row of 1 is going to take from here. So row is here. Row of 1 is 2. This is going to be the row of 1. 0, 1, 2. So row of 1 is 2. So in the first iteration, the output will be 2. In the second iteration, the row value will be second sublist of the our main list, that is matrix. So here the in second iteration row value is ABC through 10.5 and row of 1 will be true. So in the second iteration output will be true. In the third iteration row value will be 7, 8, 9 and row of 1 will be 8. So in the third iteration the output will be 8. Here you can see I have taken the statement, whole statement inside a square bracket. Okay. So that means all the outputs in all iterations will be inside a list. So it's going to be as 2, comma, true, comma, 8 inside a list. So this is nothing but representing all the outputs in each iteration of for loop has to be inside this list. Okay. So here the output will be 2, comma, 2, comma, 8. So if the row here I have taken as 2, row of 2 per row in matrix. So what will be the output then? It's going to be the second index 2 of each row. That means 3, comma 10.5, comma 9 here. Okay. So that's how the 2D list, we are going to access elements inside a 2D list. Here you can see I have taken uh, length of each sublist, same length. Okay, here I have taken 3. Here is also sublist length is 3. Here is also sublist length is 3. I have taken the sublist with the same length inside the matrix. So it is the best practice to take like that. So it can be also variable length. Here I have going to give an example. 1 comma 2, A, B, C, D, A, B, C. This is also a 2D list. Here the first sublist is length is 2, second sublist length is 4, third sublist length is 3. Okay. So the problem will arise when you access the fourth element in this using a for loop. When I am going to use a for loop and I take row in matrix and I am going to access row of 3. For this second sublist, it is going to be working because it has 4 elements and third index 3 position has the D value. So in the second iteration, it can give D. But during first iteration itself, it's going to throw you a error because in the first element, we have only 2 indexes. So row of 3 will throw you out of index error. It won't come through second element. In the first element itself, you are going to face an error called as out of index error. Okay. So here, this is going to be a main problem if we are going to have variable length sublist in a list. Okay. So it's going to be best practice to have all same lengths of sublist inside a 2D list. It is a best practice, not a compulsory. Okay. You can take a variable lengths also, but you have to remember how to access them. While access them, you have to avoid getting an error out of index error. Okay. In that way, you have to write a program. So this is how we are going to access 2D list elements. So now let's execute this program and see the output. So now I'm going to execute this program in my terminal. Python, string indexing, and slicing. So here you can see my output. First we have our original list. Original list. Here. Then you can see I have taken index 0, which is apple. So it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So at last index, we have grape. Last index is also -1. Index -3 is nothing but elderberry. You can see that. Then slicing, first 3 elements. So apple, banana, and cherry. You got that 2 to 5. You can see up to elderberry. 2 to 5. So in the program, I have taken 2 to 6. 6 is excluded. So 2 to 5 is going to be up to 6. Next, we have last 3 elements. Next, I have every second element. Then we have reversed the list. So the list was completely reversed. Then I have a mixed list here. You can see here. I have taken the first element, first character. H here. Then last element, last character. This. Then I have taken the sublist, first character here, first element in the sublist. Next, I have taken 2D list. So row 0, column 1. That is going to be 2. Last row, last column. That is going to be 9. First complete row, 1, 2, 3. You can see here. Then second column of all rows. That is nothing but 2, true, and 8. So we have got all our outputs as expected. So, here, index 2 to 5. To get the index 2 to 5, I have taken 2 to 6 because this 6 is excluded. In Python, we have a library called NumPy library. Okay, this is related to mathematics. So this library is related to mathematics. So NumPy is numerical Python. NumPy means numerical Python. So in this library, we have something similar to 2D list called as NumPy arrays. Okay, which is called as np.array. Okay, this is NumPy arrays. These are similar to 2D list, but not exactly completely same. Okay, we are going to talk about them in our NumPy video. So we are still starting our Python programming one. Okay, so we are going to start. We are going to talk about these NumPy arrays while we are discussing NumPy library. So I'm just mentioning here that the 2D list and NumPy arrays are similar but not exactly. So that's all for this video. Let's get to a summary here. We have talked about indexing in list. We have seen reverse indexing in lists. These two are and slicing in list. So these two are similar to strings. The concepts are similar to string, what we have seen in strings. Okay, and here we have seen double indexing, like how we can access a character inside a string, which is inside a list. How we can access a sublist elements inside a list. So we have seen here 2D list element accessing. What is 2D list? So these are the topics we have seen in this video. So that's all for this video. Thank you for watching. We'll meet in next video. So in next, we are going to discuss about list methods. In next video, we are going to discuss about list methods and after that, we are going to discuss about tuples. Okay. So stay tuned. Thank you very much. Bye.